Excuse me, I had a resolution mediation today.
Just go ahead and go through the door and I'll walk you back there. Right this way.
Oh, she's here. Mama is here.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Come on in.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
I'm Kathy, the facilitator, Kathy Bennett,
Oh,
and you are.
I'm Lynn, the
Lynn?
owner of the property,
Okay.
825 Century Court.
Hi, Lynn. And then this is Amber Lebrecht, and
Hi,
she
nice to meet you.
represents the bank. She's with the law firm here that represents the terrace. So,
Do we have a translator pen? I believe one.
I thought you know, Riffin, he ordered the Vietnamese interpreter already.
let me see here. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't always see everything, so let me see if it shows here. Because it's my understanding that you're supposed to supply your own interpreter.
But you know, because I asked the Oregon City Department and they offer for me Vietnamese interpreter today. And
Who
Riffin,
did you talk to? Oh, where Griffin works?
yeah.
Okay,
Griffin was in on most of the emails, so.
okay. Well, let me call them and just make sure that that's true, so that we don't sit here and wait and find out that there's not somebody. Because usually it's not. We'll see. There's no answer. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, well then I'll just, and that came from Griffin, okay? Cool. Thank you. Let's see, Ben Soros. I'm the mediator and I see the least as far as some of the information.
You are the
emails.
case manager?
No, I'm not the case manager, but I'm the mediator for this meeting.
Oh,
The case manager brings me in to mediate the meeting, basically. So.
Oh.
Okay, that's all we've got. Okay, great. Do you know who we're gonna talk to at Soteros? Or
I have-
should we just wait?
I have a name, but I want to make sure that,
Yeah.
you know, the holiday weekend and,
Right, it might not change.
yeah, so, but I can go ahead and get them on the phone while we wait for the.
Do you need to talk to them?
Yeah.
Caucus, okay. So when she gets on the phone, we'll need to step out, Lynn,
yes.
and let her talk with the bank directly, and we can wait for the
For the
interpreter.
interpreter.
Yeah.
But before you go, I just hand out for everyone is one paper. It's my because you know my voice physical had a disability is really limited when I'm talking a lot. So I just type in and you know what I'm going to talk today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hi, is this Olivia?
I'll take a look at this out. Yes. Let's go.
Hi, 1 second. This is Amber Lebrecht.
Lynn,
Oh.
let's go on.
Okay.
I'm here at the mediation and
What was your name? I'm sorry, what was your name?
Amber Lebrecht,
Okay.
and we are are about to have the room tour. I am your place.
Are you local counsel or are you with McCarthy?
I'm with McCarthy and Gomez. Intake form is this. Go back.
Okay, so the person who will be on the phone is the servicing agent for this mortgage. And they are legally responsible to appear and legally responsible to represent the note. And it's uploaded into the portal, you know, where your documents are all uploaded. So,
but because I complained to Oregon Justice Department because on March 2012, the CEO of Bank of America submitted note to Oregon Justice Department, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. The note is totally different with the Fannie Mae submit to the resolution conference mediation.
it's okay. I think
I
we've got a copy of it too, so you can look at it and see if that's
yeah,
the
it's
one that's
a,
in dispute.
I had a copy to the CEO of Bank of America. They sent to the
The
Oregon Justice
problem-
Department.
The problem with this is for here is we're meeting by a state law to avoid foreclosure avoidance, and that's the total scope of what we can do in this meeting. So if you dispute, you know, who
No,
has the
I'm
note
not dispute,
or
but I just say because as I know, Oregon Supreme Court rule already regarding merge, but because the attorney of Federal National Market Association hide the information, they don't submit the assignment deed of trust because BAC Home Loan Servicing they issue the merge proposed assignment transfer deed and note at the Monoma County on May 26, 2011, and the merge did not hold any interest from the note and the deed. And how come the Fannie Mae will be the
what
owner
you
of the
might
note?
need to do, if it goes, which that is all beyond trying to avoid a foreclosure measure, like by getting a loan modification or something. What you might need to do is find somebody who can represent you, and that would be done outside of this,
But
because
the-
we're not set up to talk about that kind
But
of
the
stuff.
problem is because I know from the Oregon Justice Department website SB 558, it say if the person does not have the authority, they're not the beneficiary, so they don't have authority to negotiate it or to discuss the status of the property with the homeowner.
Right.
Yes, so
The
if
thing
I
is though, in order, that's a different interpretation of of the person that's here. The people that are here in the room do have authority, and we'll confirm that when we get started, because they're shown by all the legal documents with the different agencies, you know, the state and all that stuff, that they're servicing the note or whatever like that. So if you were going to contest them as actually holding the note, it would be different than saying, you know, that person assumes they have the right. You know what I'm saying?
Because
You'd have to take them to court or something.
no, because you
'Cause
know
I
it's
couldn't-
not
I couldn't do
because
that.
you know they say on the on the Oregon Folklore Resolution
Right,
Conference it doesn't have the authority, because I don't know they submit anything for you, but they don't support for me, and I according what they post on the website, I saw they are not the it
What I'm
doesn't
saying
have
is
the
you're
authority.
interpreting that different than the way the law says for me to interpret it. For me to interpret that, what it means is the person that is on the phone has authority or not. It's not for me to question if they're the right holder of the note or the you know, whether or not that is right or wrong. It's whether or not they can actually commit the agency, the bank, whatever, to avoiding, you know, some kind of a measure for foreclosure avoidance. I have no way of questioning whether or not they're the right people to show up, and that's what I'm saying. You would have to probably do that.
But it is
with
really,
the help of like an
you know,
attorney or something.
if I talk to them, I discuss the status of the property, and and it's really risky for me, and it's it's not fair if I negotiate or
That's what I'm saying. This
discuss
may
the
not be the
status.
place for you to be. It may not be the way for you to proceed with what you believe is true. Because all I can do here is help you, like, get a loan modification or something like that. But if you question that the bank you're talking to is even the right people, then nobody's going to do anything, right? Because you're questioning whether they even have the right to be talking to you.
I'm submit the document. They use the word proposed assignment transfer at Monmouth County. Do you know?
Say that again.
Have you seen the document? The bank, the BAC Home, and the Fannie Mae use the proposed assignment transfer at the Monmouth County.
Yeah,
And
it's all on the portal.
do you know the American Mortgage Network does not assist in the business since 2005. They out of the business.
No, I didn't.
And the merge proposed
See,
assignment in
what you might need is
2011.
help with you might need an attorney to really go to the direction you're talking
So,
about.
I just want to, that's why, because at that time I need the band and me had a tie, because, on
Right,
the
to make
last
sure
day,
you're
on the last day, we don't have any the document, and, I discovered because my visual impairment, I did not, I'm not able to review one tie. They put a lot of document.
Yeah,
I
they
need
need
a
a
tie,
lot,
and that's why I
yeah.
asked them, reschedule for the solution conference and for the party make the decision what they should do, but they don't agree.
Yeah, that's not surprising. When did you ask to reschedule?
I asked them. The first time they request for reschedule on June 19, and I agree to reschedule for resolution conference because I want the both party they have time to brew.
You ready? Okay, well, let's see. I don't know if Ben's going to show.
Do you have a phone number for this person or anything?
No, I don't.
Still no interpreter.
So we don't
this'll
have the
be really-
interpreter.
Yeah.
Organ translation. Give him a call.
Do you have a phone number?
No, it's
Yeah, because I really think you need an interpreter, so we can all understand each other good.
organ
So who do we have on the phone?
Olivia Davis. Her information is at the bottom there.
Thank you. And Olivia, this is Kathy Bennett, the facilitator. You're with Soteris, correct?
Correct.
Hi.
Hello.
So I have in the room Ms. Lynn Tran, and she's
Linh Thị Minh Trần, yeah.
yeah, she's the homeowner, and then also myself, and then of course Amber, your representative. We were hoping to have a Vietnamese interpreter, and he has not showed up yet. So we're going to try and see if we can confirm. It looks like by email he was confirmed to come, but
Okay.
I think it would be a really important piece to have somebody's help for her. So,
And to clarify, is Minh Du Tran planning on coming?
Minh Du Tran, he conveys in the title for me at the Monongah County, and he authorized for me to talk about the property.
Okay.
oh, okay. So he won't be here today.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was. Do you want to just call him my phone?
Yeah.
Or.
That's it
the
right
number.
there.
Still finding my way on these iPhones.
I know. That's why I never change from the thing I use, just because it's. Maria, this is Kathy Bennett. I'm a facilitator for the Oregon Foreclosure Avoidance program, and currently we were expecting, I have an email saying that an interpreter named Ben Solis was going to be present. I just wanted to make sure that that was true, because we're like 15 minutes late now into the meeting. I wanted to make sure he was coming, or if there's a way you could reach him, or I could reach him. Oh, I wonder if someone got assigned to this. Ben's a case manager. He's not an interpreter.
Oh.
Yeah, it started at 1:30. And it was for Lynn Tran. We needed a Vietnamese interpreter, and apparently it was authorized by mediation case manager. Sure. Okay. Am I not saying your name right?
Linh Thị Minh Trần.
So L, do you mind writing it for me? I'm leaving a word out, I think.
L-I.
Oh, T-H-I?
L-I-N-N-T-S-I-M-I-N-S-T-R-E-N.
So it's 4 words. Okay. Let me change that. Thank you. And how do you say it?
Linh Thị Minh Trần.
Lin Tai
Linh Thị Minh Trần.
Min Jung. Oh boy. Can I call you Lynn? Is that